Hey, and welcome to the show. This show is brought to you by Patreon members like you.
Thank you for being a Patreon member.
As a Patreon member, you get a video of the podcast that we put out twice a month.
Now, on with the show.
Oh, that's silent.
It's golden.
Sign off, silent.
Really? So there's your there.
Okay, cool, perfect. What's up, David?
Oh, I was gonna say, let's not have a bad day. I don't need a bad Monday, man. I don't need this thing to glitch today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I could deal with any glitching.
Rubber Band Hoy!
Oh, how was your day off?
That's good.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do anything? Oh, you watched soccer all day.
Yeah.
Did your team win?
That was the champions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won the.
Did you bet anybody?
No.
Did you make any money?
Gabby don't want to.
She didn't want to lose any money?
She don't
That's
want to lose any
understandable.
money. But
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
watch the champions.
Hello.
What do you do?
Oh,
You guys went to where?
we went to Disney's Hollywood Studios, so it was the first time back into the Disney park since February. Alex, what's going on, buddy? So yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
We've been to Universal,
Yeah.
and I got to be honest with you, I think Universal has it better than Disney.
Hey, Alex. Oh, I'm a Barcelona fan. I love it, but Chelsea is good. Yeah. But yesterday we watched, of course. No,
I watched the Lightning lose.
I didn't watch hockey, but yeah.
I mean, they got their butts kicked, so
Chelsea, I like Chelsea. They're good.
yeah, I watched the Lightning lose. That was about as
What's up,
exciting.
Bobby?
This is about as exciting as it was for me.
How was Disney? Busy?
No, I mean the thing with Disney is that they only let so many people in per day, and you have to make reservations.
Yep.
And so there's nobody there. Love Barcelona. My favorite match when they beat Manchester United
It's in the finals, right?
And that's the only jersey I have, by the way. Is the Manchester United.
Really?
Well, it has a Chevy logo on it. So
it's just because
somebody
the
bought it. They're
Chevy?
like, he's got a Camaro. His daughter plays soccer. I'm buying him that shirt. And I'm like,
but it's funny because Haley she used to play on the league,
yeah,
but that's the Badger, Badger Munich.
Yep. Yeah. They were the sponsor there for a minute.
Yep. And the people they won yesterday.
So that's the problem with the Car AV harness anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They've kind of fallen off the map. I didn't get a chance to respond to you, but Car AV's kind of fallen off the map. If you're looking for the Ford version, like we were talking about, then you can get that from Metra, and you will soon be able to get it from iData, as the DFO2 harness is going to be coming out here this week. It'll start to ship. But Car AV just kind of fell off the face of the earth, so we've switched entirely over to Metra for all our T harnesses. And then of course iData is starting to make some, so we're switching to those because we're direct with iData. But speaking of cool car audio stuff, that brings us to the pick of the week. So for those of you guys that aren't familiar with the Clean Wire Club is a page that Fernando and I created and Fernando manages along with Clint over there in the UK.
Clint is over here, so yeah.
Yeah. And he's doing a bang-up job, no doubt about it. You guys are killing it.
Yes.
But so if your picture is what Fernando likes, then Sunday you get to be the top picture right here.
Let me ask and let me tell you why I like this one. It
Please.
matches the whole interior.
I
It's
love
beautiful.
those RCAs.
And that's exactly what I picked because those RCAs is like
They're hand-built, they're sexy.
hand-built, sexy, and
Yeah.
it's like something simple but they can make
That makes all the difference.
All
There's no
difference,
question about it.
so-
I mean, I immediately was like, all right, I want all the parts that it used because I want to build those.
Yes, no kidding. I was like, that was the reason. I was like, I'm gonna
yeah.
say, Dean, that we have to order more braided loom.
Yeah, great.
But anyway, there you go. So that's
What's
the
his
top
name?
of the week. His name is Daniel.
So,
It's weird last name. I don't want to say it wrong, but Daniel.
Daniel did a bang up job,
Yes.
and he was Fernando's pick of the week for the top of the Clean Wire Club. Now, for those of you that are members of the Clean Wire Club and registered into our giveaway for the Clean Wire, the things from Kingpin, the Clean Wire templates, we will be giving those away at the end of the week. We have to go through and pick the winners, and then we'll be back. And so we'll be on the YouTube. We'll be on that YouTube page sometime this week. I'm thinking probably be closer to Thursday or Friday for sure. So stay tuned. We'll of course go live and let everybody know. There's
Real quick,
400 of you guys eligible. So it'll be fun.
Arturo, what's up, buddy? That's Arturo.
Hey,
I just want to say real quick, if you guys gonna post questions about like wires on the Clean Wire Club, it's fine. It's gonna stay there for 24 hours. It's gonna get deleted.
the
But
questions?
yes, if you is related to wiring,
You mean a
like-
question with a picture or a question?
just a question, just a
Because
question.
there's no reason to delete a question.
No. My point is sometimes people ask questions that is not even relevant of the Clean Wire Club.
Oh, then
you
it
know,
just gets
and
deleted.
it's gonna get deleted. So
Yeah. If it's
just
so,
try to keep it.
if you ask a question without a picture, the likelihood of it staying where is high, should be high,
It's
because
like-
there's no reason to
No.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
Now, if it's just like, hey, I'm trying to do this, where do I find this wire in my car? We're not a tech support, so it's no tech support.
And
there.
it's different pages for that kind of question. This
But-
one is not.
Yeah,
All right, continue.
dude, he's hardcore, man.
Right.
These guys are hardcore. There's no question about it. I mean, I wash my hands of it all. Manchester, UK. There you go,
Manchester,
right?
UK, what's up, Carl?
Yeah, see? They got the
David.
cool Chevy logo on their soccer
Yeah.
uniforms.
All right.
Yeah, all right. So that is that. We have that
Yeah.
done. So that brings us to that. Also, we'll go back to...
This Friday.
well, hang on. Before we go... What was this Friday? All right, hold on.
This Friday we make the first.
Oh, yeah. Well, before we do that, we'd like to do this, which is not that picture. It's this picture. Thanks to Ground Zero for supporting the show. They're celebrating 25 years in business. Right now, you can pick up the GZRC 165 20th anniversary speaker pack. There's 100 of them in the United States. There are still some left. Make sure you pick them up. They're extremely reasonably priced. As well as head over to the webpage
Ground Zero US.
.com, which is right here, Ground Zero. And you can scroll through and check out all the lines that they have. And that'll be that. We greatly appreciate that. And thank you for being sponsors of the show.
Yeah.
Now, what you had said something.
This Friday was the first show that we make on YouTube.
Well, it's this. So, the Clean Wire clips.
Car
Dean
stereo
Fernando-
clips.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So it's close. Yeah, sure. You know.
Saturday morning for tech support days. Yes, they are. Dean and Fernando's car stereo clips, on the other hand, even though that's where all they go, we have High Level Talk, which is our new show that premiered this Friday. It was fun. It's a half-hour show, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we do it. We'll be doing another one. It's where we just talk about car stereo news. So stuff that is going on in this world that we all know and love. If there's a topic you want us to talk about in the news or something you see, by all means, DM us and get it to us, and we'll take a look at it, see if it makes it in the news. It's fairly straightforward. We report, we give our opinions, because that's what you're supposed to do as news people, right? Give your opinion.
Yeah.
And you're not, but we do, because we're not real news guys.
Yeah.
It's fun. If you haven't watched it, please go ahead over there and check it out. We kind of break down how it's going to work. But it was fun. We had a good time. This week is looking to be an exciting week as always. So
good morning, Clint.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get bed. Good night. But yeah, thanks everyone
about
that
the
did catch
new-
the show.
What about the new YouTube?
There's a new YouTube?
Yeah.
What?
Absolute Electronics on YouTube.
I'm not ready to promote that yet.
He is right there. Look at that.
Giving him a hard time. If you want to put your URL there and the address in the little forest, Ada has started a YouTube channel. He's on video number 2.
Stories, yeah.
It's not like us. It's just like, hey, cool stuff. Anyway,
I'm not even. You know behind the scenes, everything.
Go
what
watch
they do.
it and see it, and let him know what you think. Give him some opinions. Hey, are you doing the Ground Zero door kits? I mean, we sell them here. If you're interested in getting them, you can give Paul a call or go through the website there, and he'll ship them out to you if you want them. You can give him a call, 727-216-6170. But yeah, he does have them here in stock, and he will ship them in the continental U.S.
All right, let's start. 2020 Charger going active DM608. Fuzgate mini amplifiers, 402 on front and 404 on tweeters and rears. T2 components on the new KS 6x9 components on front.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
It's a question of integration. How should I integrate into the car?
Let's see.
Because I would use an Amp Pro.
Totally an Amp Pro.
Yeah, with that, I definitely use an Amp Pro.
But sounds good. The whole thing sounds good.
Yeah.
2019 Ram 1500 non-amplify. I like to upgrade the speakers. Have an Amp Pro with a 5-channel amplifier. What do you recommend?
For the speakers, I'd like to keep 3.5s in dash, wire pillow with the front door speakers. Dude, that system is just, you're basically describing every 6x9 combination there is that I'm going to recommend to you. If you want to keep 3.5s, that limits us to the most popular one that we always recommend, which is the Kenwood Exelons. They have their cool set that we talk about all the time.
Yep. 2.5 and a 2.
Dude, it's right here.
Yep.
Wow, boom, look at that. I happen to have them loaded up. This set right here, the KFC XP 6903s, buy 2 sets of these. Don't get 1 set, get 2 sets. Because you're going to throw this set in the box and leave them there. You're going to use 4 of these 6x9s and 2 of these 3.5s, and it'll be all good to go. And that is a real popular set there for those cars, and they work really well. Other than that, any set of 6x9 components, if you just want to go tweeters, will work as well. I know your Alpines, your Focals, those all just keep that same wiring. You don't have to, because their crossovers are broken into separate pieces. So, what's up, Tommy? How's it going?
Tommy? Question,
you missed
guys.
the beginning where we talked about, Ground Zero and all that fun stuff. I want the best SPL in 2016 Chrysler 300C. What would you recommend for a full system? Achieve is already have an Alpine ILX 650. I want it loud. So when it comes to loud, you want to do loudspeakers, because loudspeakers are what make it loud. You want to find big woofers, that kind of thing. That's what makes these things crazy loud. Hold on, let me get to this. No, it wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for this. Nope. Where's it at? My plan this weekend was to spend more time here and really figure this out.
Yeah, that's not.
And I didn't do it because, even though we were at, I bet you it's this one. It's got to be this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that, Joe?
Well, those are the woofers I was talking about. So you want to get a big woofer, like these, big ass woofer. That's how you.
God dang,
I know. This is a 15. This is crazy. Probably something in a 12 is what's going to fit in your car. So big 12 for sure.
What about 32-inch?
As much as you want one.
What do they go?
If they were in Miami, I would still drive down and get it.
Yes, I just want to use.
I don't know if I want to buy one though. That's the thing. You see,
Tommy's gonna give you a good deal.
Yeah, I know he's gonna give me a good deal, but it's like, what am I gonna do with it? This is what I was looking for. So these are loudspeakers.
Yep.
These things here that have these cones that have little ridges along in here, and they got these giant horn tweeters. These are what make it loud. And in here, what the tweeter I was looking for, I've not been able to find, but they do make a, which nice in your car because you have those 3.5s up in the dash. You can fit the Horn Neo tweeter up in your dash, and that will make it like crazy loud. I know I've already. Man. All right, I suck. Anyway, they make the Neo tweeter that'll go up in the dash. You can fit some of the loud 6.5s in the door. You might even be able to, an 8 would be tough. I think an 8 would be tough, but I know you could definitely fit one of the 6.5s. Yeah, it's go crazy.
Question. Freelander 2002 with Navi. Are those easy enough to add an amplifier, LOC, or I'm better off adding some Infinity Kappas and call of the day?
Freelander is what? Is that a Subaru? Who makes the Freelander?
Freelander.
I don't know.
Sounds like Toyota Subaru. Yeah. Freelander 2002. Who is it? Subaru.
Oh, that's the yeah.
Land Rover?
Land Rover. Nothing's gonna be easy on that one. Add subs.
So just add the Infinity Kappas? I mean, easy enough to add an amplifier.
It's not going to be easy to add an amplifier unless that. See, it depends. So that's the small one.
Wait. We just want more subs, like.
Well, that's the one we put the T750.1 in, and we put the with the Solo. With the. Not Solo X, but the L7.
The Q class L7T. Yeah, it's 7T. L7, yes.
I think I would probably. So it just is going to depend on whether or not it has the fiber optic system in it or not, or if it's just a base model audio system. If it's a base model audio system, then it's going to be easy enough to add an amplifier to. If it is a fiber optic system, I'm thinking Mobridge might make a solution for that. Might.
Do you have anything like
Mobridge? I would, yes, somewhere. Hold on, it's right here.
Just a.
Hold on, let me drop that in there, and then I can move that there. This is, so Mobridge right here, mobridge.us. That'd be the place you'd want to go and check to see. And also navtv.com. Those two on the bottom there, those would be the two companies that I would check to see if they make an interface for an amplifier for that. If it is the premium amplified system. If it's not, if it's just a base model, meaning no factory sub, no nothing, then it's going to be easy enough to just add an amplifier to, because it's just going to be high level. You're going to be rocking and rolling all day long. But I don't think it's going to be that. No sub. All right, so there you go. Yeah, if it's just basic.
See, if that's basic,
Solo
that's
X. Miss those. I know, right?
Solo X. Ooh.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so if there is no factory sub, then chances are good it's just going to be the base model system. At that point, I would just, I would find out how, okay, so here's how this would work if it came into the shop, because obviously every time we do something like that, you have to take it one step at a time.
Yep.
So we're going to get the Freelander in, we're going to take it apart, we're going to find out, is it a premium amplified, non-premium amplified. If it's not a premium amplified, then we're going to pull the radio out, and we're going to see if the power is behind the radio. If the power is behind the radio, how many channels are there? If there's just 4 and it's variable because it's high level, no problem. We put anything we want in it. We got a standard 4-channel output. We'll throw some form of a DSP in there, or some form of an amplifier with a DSP, or some form of an amplifier that has enough high-level input voltage, you know, like a KS kicker or something like that. We'll throw that in there. Audio control, boom, done, gone. Thank you, see you later. If it has a premium sound system, then we're going to explore from there what our options are. Obviously, just by replacing the speakers, if you can get the door panels off, if they're standard 4-ohm speakers, then you can put your ear to them. If you can hear the full frequency response coming from them, then cool. Otherwise, you really have to pay attention to the sound that's coming out. If it's a 4-ohm speaker and all you hear is like mid-range coming out of the mid-bass speaker in the door, then you know that I can't put a coaxial there. I need to match like for like. So yeah. Okay.
All right. Running Focal Flags Evo 3 ways. Components with JL 8-inch W3 sub powered by the JL HD 600 2 woofers, 150 watts and 700 to the mids and highs in the 8-inch sub. I'm waiting to upgrade my subwoofer in the Tacoma double cab, but I have the only enough room for one box. I have 5 and 7/8 inch on top of the 7 1/8 inch dip. At the bottom, I'm able to still latch seats in the back. What 10 inch would you recommend for more low-end sounding SQ than the 8 inch? Sounds great, just not quite enough for me.
What kind of car is it?
It's a Toyota Tacoma. It's the one that you only put 110.
Yeah, we usually just put a 10 on the passenger side. Instead of 8. You could fit a 12, but if you pull that plastic out, what's up, Chris?
On the other side.
Yeah, well, on the passenger side, if you fold the seat down.
Chris. Oh.
No, it's different.
Oh, Chris Bennett.
Yeah, slow it down.
Chris.
If you fold the passenger seat down, you take out that black piece of plastic back there. Obviously, you could fit a 12 in a ported in a wedge.
So you
could probably fit a T1 back there, T1 shallow, and a ported box, and you get like amazing sound out of that. Or any one for that matter, any bigger shallow mount 12 would fit in there in a ported box. If you're trying to go inside of the pocket area, then that's a little different. Taco Tunes also sells a box for that. So
yes,
it's not too bad.
Yes, yeah.
The question that came up about the backup camera and the Kenwood radio and it turning off and all that, check your settings on the camera and the camera settings for the radio. That sounds like it might be there. That's kind of a weird phenomenon, but otherwise you could give iData a call and see if it's on their side, but it sounds like it's on Kenwood's side. But I think it might be a setting in the radio. So I would check that first. What's the name of the loudspeaker was looking at for the Chrysler? We were looking at the Ground Zero. GroundZeroUSA.com is the ones we were looking at there.
Yeah. Check it out. Check that website.
Yeah. What's the name? Okay, I did that. It's between a Pioneer 1500AX and a Kenwood Exelon. Kenwood Exelon?
Yeah.
Maybe? Dave Cos! What's going on, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
Dave! Okay, my flux capacitor isn't getting any clue where to begin. Well, you know how I feel about capacitors, Christian, so check the voltmeter. See what the voltmeter's doing. Maybe you got a broken voltmeter. That seems to make more sense than anything.
All right, ready?
Hold on, let me just...
Right there.
My daughter has a 2000 Fusion hybrid with small 12-volt battery. I have a problem if I hook up a 1200 watt amp and my daughter wants 212s in my trunk. First off, I'd ask you what kind of 1200 watt amp it is. Secondly, I would say maybe. What we'd like to do in something like that is we don't go crazy and get a big 1200 watt amp. What we do is we get something small footprint, more efficient. So for those, we would run a T750.1 because it's small, it's efficient, it's 900 watts. It'll bang the crap out of any 212s you can throw on it and sound phenomenal. That's more what I'd look at. Also, Sound Digital makes they make small, very efficient motorcycle amplifiers. That's what you want to look at more so than getting a big 1200 watt amp, unless you just have one hanging out in the garage, in which case you definitely don't want to use that because that is going to draw a ton of power. So look more towards your motorsport style applications of amplifiers. Sound Digital makes like that little 3000 is like this big, but they make an 800.1, they make a 1200 that is also super efficient, and then you have the Rockford T750.1 that is also super efficient. I would lean more towards you going with something like that and not having to worry about it. Those will do amazing things for you. If you want to do it on a budgeter mind, maybe look at the Kicker Yellow Line CS 800.1 because of the power supply section in that. It is extremely forgiving. It's an 800 watt amp. It puts out 800 watts all day long. I know it's not 1200. They do make a bigger one too, but I think the 800 is really where you want to be unless you're trying to do like a super woofer. But the nice thing about that is as voltage goes down, the power output does go down, but it will keep playing, which is nice. So it's a nice idea. Doc McFluffin. Oh God.
Oh, maybe why not the P500? It's 112, but it has a ton of power.
I think he wants 212s. I think he wants two. Obviously the P500 would be nice because that would work perfect in there.
And it doesn't draw a lot of current.
No, it's nothing. It's like a 20 amp draw, so it's phenomenal. Huh? You can put two of those in. Honestly, yeah, you can
two
put
of
two of those in.
You know, and that's a lot, you know.
That would be, or two of the P312s. We've done that before.
Exactly.
Is there a way for me to get scan gauge to display on my Kenwood head unit? Scan gauge? No, there's not. They don't offer any like input. Yeah, there's very little. I mean, really, the only thing you do is if you have it on your phone, you could do like this converter here and then convert this HDMI to RCA and then come that way, but then you can't listen to music, so no. Someone typed in a book. Yeah.
Right.
See if you can find that one. Yeah,
hello, I changed my head unit on the Grand Caravan 2006. Check the harness connection, all correct, but the cell keeps turning on and off, giving me PO406, like an error.
Yeah. I have no idea what that means.
Man. I don't know what kind of radio is that.
Yeah, I have no idea. No, we haven't done any recent Stinger deck installs. When it comes to selling like radios and stuff like that, we don't really get involved in that too much. That's all Paul. And I don't know. He just has a hard time selling the floating radio things. Unless someone walks in the door. Right now, the only thing that people are asking for as far as floating radio goes are the Pioneers. So he could sell those easily because people walk in, they go, "Hey, you got that new 8 series floating Pioneer radio?" Yes, I do, and we'll put those in. But yeah, he has a hard time selling like the 10-inch and the 8-inch Stingers. I don't know why. But I don't really get involved with that side of things as far as selling the radios and stuff like that. But with that being said, we told you guys on the 5 Minutes of 5-Star we had a special announcement to make. And I will make it right now because why not? Earlier we were looking at this company right here. You're talking out loud. This company right here, Exelon, which is Kenwood. Kenwood is coming out with a new floating radio. As you guys know, you keep asking about. You're reading out loud. You know that,
I'm sorry,
right?
my bad.
So Kenwood is coming out with a new floating radio. That you guys, 10-inch, got a knob. It's pretty sexy. We've shown it on here on the show before. And we are going to have a special guest coming up in September.
Yeah.
Which day did we decide on?
The 19?
No, it's not 19. Jeez. It was like...
The 9. The 9.
I was going to say the 9th.
That was the 9. Hey,
so
that was close.
Yeah, you were close. You were definitely close. September 9th, which is a Wednesday, we're going to have Seth Hostetter from Kenwood here in the Bay with the radio doing a live unboxing review, talking about it, answering questions, everything you wanted to know about the Kenwood radio we'll be able to answer for you. So start thinking about, if this was a radio that you were interested in getting, we're going to have the guy, the national sales trainer here with a radio. Touch it, feel it, Fernando cam it, talking all about it, answering all the questions so that we can be like, because we're not cool like Mark there that already has one in his F-150 playing with it. We're not that cool. We're not that cool at all. But he's got one, and it's super sexy. Obviously, you'd have one because he needs to make sure the iData harness works with it. But we'll have it here with Seth, and so on that Wednesday, the 9th, in September, 3 weeks from now, it'll be exciting.
You guys are going to see it live.
We're going to see it live. So, and then the nice thing is we're strategically having him in days before it drops into the stores. So, like, you'll be able to see it, and then Apple style in a couple days, you'll be able to buy it. So we're trying to get it as close to the actual, like, when
release.
You can buy it as possible so that everyone will get their hands on it. Is Eric Russell here?
Eric Russell?
Might be.
Well, if he's here. Hi, Eric.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Nah, but not me. Anyway.
Did you...
I'm trying to, man. This is like, it's hard for me. Work with me, okay? All right. Installing the speakers. Forza. In a Honda with 10-speaker premium amplifier system. After the factory amp, none of the 5 sides you recommend will commit to the solution that pulls the copper digital signal before the factory amplifier.
Hold it right there.
All right.
That is not correct. Metra makes an interface for that car.
No.
We know it works because ADA has already tested it for them. It's available. You can buy it. People have put it in. So yes, it does exist. It's from Metra.
Just put it there.
And he already knows the 5 sites, so I don't have to put it back up. But Metra does make an interface for that car.
So I don't know, like, when you start searching, because...
Yeah, it literally just came out within the last couple months.
Yeah.
So it is available, and they make it. If you're having a hard time with it, call them. Call them early, though, because they don't answer their phones past, like, noon. Mike, real quick, your Kenwood OBD2 to display speed gauge and all sorts of goodies, that is done through the Nav TV interface. I'm sorry, that is done through the, God, I can't believe I said that. That is done through the iData interface on the back. You'd need to buy an RR from iData, so you'd have to go to iData. Hold on. You'd have to go to their website, which is still up. You'd have to go to maestro.idatalink.com and see if your car is compatible with an RR. If it is, then yes, you can have all the cool gauges and stuff like that on your dash. If it's not, then no, you can't.
All right, on the 19 Passport, thinking about connecting rear doors and D-pillar tweeters to the front inputs of the JL Fix 82. To go out of the rear inputs for my Fix 86 with the actually front doors and tweeters input to the front inputs on the Fix 86, leaving the center of the factory amplifier. That will work. No. That was the rest of the question of the 10 speakers. But like Dean say,
they check that. Yep. Here's what you need for that car in order for it to work. The center has to stay plain all the time, because that's where your nav prompts and Bluetooth phone calls come through. So if you're going to do any form of time alignment or anything like that, you have to have the center in there. The tweeters, the front tweeters, have to be on their own channels, and those have to be retained. The doors have to be retained, and the sub has to be retained. So those 6 have to be into the mix. Now, the other thing too is you can't sum them, so they have to be on their own channels, which is fine on a Forza, because you can use 1 and 2 for tweeters, 3 and 4 for mids, 5 for the bridge, 5 and 6 for the tweeter or whatever, or for the center channel, or just leave it on its factory, whatever you want to do there. And thus you can feed in the rear input into it. However, you can't sum them because the rear tweeter and the mid-range are EQ differently, so when you do sub them, you are going to get some cancellation. So yeah, most of the time we leave, it's a nightmare, no doubt, but you can get the Metra piece. But I would leave the rears off as far as bringing those channels in and just use them through my DSP. I would just take my, and just go that way.
Yeah. All right. 2013 4H.
Yes, the comments disappear for us. They don't stay up. They only keep like the last 20 or 30, and then they go away.
It's like I can't even.
Yeah, they don't stay. We don't get to see them until after the show is over.
All right, 2013 4H with the Sony. We'll be getting a Kenwood 600 DSP later, but I have a JL HT 1200 with the W712. Should I use an epicenter and an LC2I, or just one of the other? Totally different pieces. LC2I.
What do we need
and
LC2I for? What kind of car is it?
It's a 4H with the Sony system.
So
totally.
That's an interface piece.
Yeah. And now, if you get in the Kenwood DSP,
it's going to be totally different. So, all right. Simple. Go over to audio control. They have audio. There's a version of the Epicenter that has a high level to low level adapter built into it. Okay. So that's hold on. Yeah, this is the new one. Yep, I know. Dead air. Sorry, guys.
So awkward.
Car.
Alright, let's see.
Epicenter. Alright, here we go. And you have the Epicenter Plus right here. This is what you want. You want the Epicenter Plus. If you get the Epicenter Plus, it's a little bit more money. But the Epicenter Plus, if you'll notice right here, this spot right here, is a high level input. And then you'll notice these are RCAs right here. So what this means is that you can run that Sony Edge subwoofer into the high level right here. It'll take the 20 plus volts, this might even take 40 volts, into it. And you can hook up your amplifier and your sub and do all the cool things that you want to do with it right now. And then when you switch over to the Sony interface with iData for the Kenwood amplifier, you can use the 7 and 8 or 9 and 10 channel, whichever one you want, into this RCA here. I'm plugging the high level, and there you go. You've been able to retain all your stuff along the way and build the system accordingly. So this is what you'd want to do if you're just trying to start with doing the subwoofer first. This will allow you to do that. Thank you, Audio Control, for making cool stuff.
Yes, thank you.
I know, right?
Have you guys installed any head units on a 2014 Mini Cooper S? I hate this stupid one that comes with it.
No, not that I'm aware of. The only company that's going to make it, if anybody makes anything of that, it's going to be Metra. So you'd have to check there first. But yeah, those, yeah. What's up? William Berg. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
HHR. How hard is it to hook up a system like radio, speakers, amp, sub? It's not that bad. You could do it. Maybe. It's okay. It's a Chevy. I mean, you just buy the Chevy interfaces for it and go to town. It's not, I mean, it's not that bad.
Alright, how did you guys feel about installing tweeters reflecting off the windshield as the opposite to direct sound from the cell panels? I've been using an old school DSP, so not a lot of time alignment control. Worry about comb filtering?
Comb filtering.
Comb filtering.
Don't worry so much about it. People get all cheesed up about comb filtering, reflecting off the glass and all that. Now, if you're whining and cheesing it up, yeah, that might be an issue for you, but most people, most applications, it's not an issue. Very few people get that detailed out of it. We've done plenty up this way, up this way. Most of them are that way, and they work just fine, and we get great results with them. So there again, if you're going to be, you know, like professionally trying to go after like IASCA World Championships, maybe gonna have to do a little work. But I will tell you this: Nick Wingate won with his Chevy pickup truck with 3.5-inch Illusion Audio coaxials in the dash, facing like not straight up but tilted in just a tad in factory locations. He won. Best sounding car that year, so it's totally doable. And he was just running, you know, Moscone DSP, some Flax 6.5s in the door, and a Raven subwoofer. Granted, he had $30,000 worth of RCAs in the car, but I don't think that's what won. Hey, what's going on? Speaking of audio control, I was thinking about trying the DM810, and I'm interested to use the digital coax input from my media player. How would you control the volume on, okay, so here's the deal. No. The problem with that idea is that the DM810 has several input options, meaning high level, low level, digital in, and the multi-port. Okay, there's no way to switch between any of them. It has one input option, so you pick what you want to run into it and you set it up accordingly. So it's not like another DSP where you can choose source 1, source 2, source 3 as an input. There's only one input. So if you were going to use your digital player, then on that I believe inputs, is it 5 and 6 or is it 7 and 8? I think it's 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
5 and 6. I'm not 100% sure on that. Are the inputs for it, and you could only use that. You couldn't hook it up to your stereo because you can't tell it differently. You can't say, hey, I want it. So there's no source selection on it at all. It's 7 and 8. Yeah. Input on it would be 7 and 8.
7 and 8.
Yeah. So what you would do is you would select input 7 and 8, and that's going to be your Toshlink input, and that's it. So you can't like there's memory here, but memory doesn't. Yeah, maybe that worked. Maybe you could do that. Maybe make a memory. All right, hold on. Let's do this. I think it just reset it. All right, let's see if we could save this here. 'Cause this has always been an issue for me. I think you have to have the unit plugged in.
Probably.
But that's the problem right there. Is there's no real source selection capability built into it.
Let me see if I can find this one. That was a good one right there.
Was it a good one?
Right here. Can I use a kicker key as a line driver for another amplifier?
Yes, you can do that. And actually, if you caught any of the stuff we did with Haley's quad box, we were using the kicker key 501 as a line driver into our our KS 12. Yeah, the big amp over there. Those. Yeah, other shoulder. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. What is it? Forget it. Anyways, yes, you can use the kicker key as a line driver into another amplifier. The whole idea behind the key series, like when the key 108.4 came out, and then now it's the 200.4 and the 501, is that it was supposed to be a growing system. So you also have the key lock now, which you could just do that all together, but you don't get the cool time alignment DSP. So the idea was you get a guy that comes in with a factory system and you sell him a kicker key. All right, and he hooks it up to his factory stereos, factory amplifier, factory speakers, and it immediately gives him a positive, like, oh my gosh, this sounds so much better now. And you go, hey, I know, right? And then he comes back and he adds speakers to it, and then he goes, oh, I wish it was a little bit louder. You go, no problem. So then you sell him a standard 4-channel amplifier, feed the key into any one of the Kenwood kicker 4-channel amplifiers, and then boom, there you go. Now you can continuously grow the system. So yeah, they actually, when you go to kicker and sit through their training, that's one of the transitional slides that they walk you through. And of course, I was like, who would do that? And then, you know, of course, a couple years later, I'm over here doing it in Haley's car. So yeah, man, it's totally doable.
All right, 2019 Jeep Compass. Trailhawk. Looking to add an amp and subs the right way. What are your suggestions? ¿Qué onda, Ángel?
So that's gonna be, I mean, if you're just adding a sub, that's just gonna be high level. It depends on how big the sub is, okay? And the reason why I ask is because a lot of the times, let me just go back here to this page. A lot of the times the amplifiers have really nice high level to low levels built into them. So for example, where are they? Car. It's gonna be difficult, I know. Power amplifiers. So let's pick this guy. So this is the kicker this is the This is the audio control 800.1, LC 800.1. The reason why it's called an LC 800.1 is because if you zoom in to this guy here, this whole section right here is an LC2I built into the amplifier. So all the cool things that you might want in an amplifier are right here. So you have the high-end, high-level to low-level adapter just built into it, ready to go. Now the other thing, as we were talking about kicker key, if you, depending, there again, I don't know how big the subs are, so the LC 1.800, if you're going to do like 212s, that's like 800 watts plus, so I mean it's like 900 watts. But if you're trying to do like, let's say one sub, the key 501 does the same thing. It'll take up to 40 volts of input from a factory radio. It has de-equalization built into it, so you just play some test tracks, hit a button. We have a video up on both showing you how to do them. And yeah, so anymore you can just buy a good quality amplifier and it'll have the integration built into it. Since you're not going to be doing a full stereo, you're just looking at subwoofer, yeah, I would look into something like that.
Alright. Hey, Dean and Fernando, I have been watching you guys on YouTube since fall 2013. You guys are awesome and what you do for the community of the car stereo and music in general. I own a 2019 Fiat 500.
Need an app.
Not right now.
I know. Sorry.
Alright, 2019 Fiat 500, a Bart, without the beat package. And I would love to upgrade the radio and speakers. What would you recommend for 6.5 speakers for front and back with possible subwoofer? Will be nice if you... Subwoofer will be nice. In the past, I had a Pioneer NEX 8500, but now I'm thinking of getting the ATOTO-A6 Pro Android Base Radio. Oh,
Okay, so stay as far as you can away from the Android-based radios because
Totally.
you're gonna wish you had the cheapest Pioneer in the world that was gonna work because you won't like that Android-based radio at all. Just
no, that's personal.
whatever,
Yeah.
personal.
Mhm.
But as far as that goes, if you used Pioneer in the past, you buy another Pioneer by all means. Get
If
into
you're looking
another
for like a
Pioneer.
big screen,
Yeah.
now they make the 10
Like
inch.
the floating screens, which
Yeah.
are nice. Otherwise, buy a new version of the Pioneer radio for sure. As far as the speakers go, it comes down to what type of music you listen to, and I like to say it has a lot to do with the tweeter. You have hard dome tweeters, you have soft dome tweeters. Depends on what you're like. I'm a big fan of Morel. I love the way Morel sounds. I love their tweeter. I love how the mid-range sounds. I love how musical it is as far as how close it is to an actual instrument. To me, and they're not alone. Audio Frog does that too. Blam has some really cool speakers where the sound signatures change depending on what series you go with. Fernando, on the other hand, digs Focal. Loves the way the Focal sounds. Loves their hard dome tweeter. Just absolutely the coolest thing ever. Big fan. He loves the Flax. He loves the K2s. I like them too, but from my years, my old ears, they get a bit fatiguing for me. Not his. He loves that stuff. So it really comes down to what you're trying to do as far as just recommending a set of 6.5s. It's hard to do. The other thing too comes down to price. What price point you're trying to get into. So there's a lot to consider.
Okay.
Morel speakers are always a good choice. Yes, they are.
Morel.
I would agree.
All right, Dean.
See you, Mike. Okay.
See you, Mike. Dean.
Yes.
I've been looking for two 10-inch subwoofer box to fit behind my seats on a 2012 Ram single cab. Do you guys have any recommendations? Any box that you might have in stock for them or custom make me one? I'm in California. 210s.
So obviously the places that we get our boxes from are a place called A Trend, MTI Acoustics,
MTI Acoustics.
Frostbite boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in California, Audio Systems is in the middle of California somewhere.
Yeah.
California is a big place, so it's really tough. You got Bobby Gately that's in California. You have Arturo, or Sounds by Art, or what is it called?
Yeah, but he's in Texas.
Oh, he's in Texas. My bad.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking of Jaime at
Agora Auto Sounds.
Auto Sounds.
Agora. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Agora Auto Sounds.
So there's a ton of guys in California.
that they
So
can build.
here's
your
what I
box.
suggest you do. Go to Instagram and type in the city you live in and car audio as a search. Hashtag the city you live in, hashtag car audio, and see if anything comes up. My guess is you're going to find there are some really great guys in California that do amazing box building work. So, but the other companies that I recommend at the beginning are the companies that we buy from. So, yeah, Agora, yeah. So,
Agora.
hard dome tweeters are a young person game.
What?
Or someone that is tone deaf. I mean, trust me, a lot of the old guys, they hear those things and they absolutely love them because their hearing's shot. I mean, for the most part, my hearing's shot too. But we were talking about it today. I can't do loud, obnoxious music all day long. It just gives me a headache. All right, what's going on with this?
Beach Auto Sounds. Yeah, like it's plenty places you can go and talk to them. If you have a local, maybe.
Air hoses in the ears are awesome. I don't know what you're talking about. Fernando does like the Thesis.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Huntington Beach. Oh, Huntington Beach. God, I like Huntington Beach. That was fun. I had a good time. We went to the pier, watched them surf. They were setting up some ESPN stuff that day. Ah, it's good times. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. Ooh.
Oh, wow. So actually, he called Metra and they say that they didn't have that confirmation.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Hang on. Day 11 of this month.
Wow.
Yeah, Tuesday 11 this month at 12:04.
Okay.
Thank you for contacting Metra for us, sir. We
Oh,
don't
they
have
probably
confirmation. Of
yeah,
the
because they haven't actually
PS4
plugged it in yet to
that
see if it works.
vehicle.
That's the other thing too. When a company comes out with a new product, if they haven't, even though they say it will work, if they haven't confirmed it works, sometimes they have a hard time selling them. So it's one of those things where you could always buy it, plug it in, and test it for them,
And then if
confirm
it's
if it works.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you need a tweeter. Tweeters on their own channels, mid-range on their own channels. Don't sum them. Center and sub. And if you want to leave the center just playing the way it is, it's up to you.
So at that point, you just do power for power?
Yeah, oh yeah, you got to do power
Yeah,
for power.
like
And then all those accords,
yeah.
we always do power for power. Did you eat at the end of the pier? Of course we ate at the end of the pier. They have great French fries. I love their French fries. And they had good milkshakes. But yes, it was fun. I liked the pier. Pier was cool. We didn't make it to that pier when we were there, Huntington.
No.
Because we were in the other area of it. I don't even want to think about it. God, the only place we got to go this year was California. Unbelievable. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love California, but damn, man.
I had a good time.
Oh, we had a great
California.
time. It was
I was
phenomenal
looking
time.
for tacos, man. Like a.
Well, you hit the taco truck.
Yeah, but that was different.
And thank God they had French fries at the taco truck.
Dude, that was probably the worst day. Like, oh my God. A lot of people were like, hey guys, you guys wanna, grab
We're going
some
to the
dinner or
Blam
something?
show. We got invited to the Blam show.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, we're gonna change the subject for a minute. We went to the
Why
Blam
not?
show, and they invited us. Hey, you guys want to come to the Blam show? Of course, we want to come to the Blam show. And it was just a thank you for all the dealers and all that. They invited us because we shot them a video, and we had a good time there. And they had beer, wine, cokes, and like potato chips and
that's it.
peanuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was our fault. We hadn't eaten anything all day because we were just like, it was like one thing after the next. It was like on the show floor, shooting videos,
Just running
doing
around like
interviews.
always.
And so it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I had a candy bar. Take that back. Remember the little girl was walking around with candy bars when we were going to buy the T-shirts? She's like, excuse me, sir, would you like to buy some candy bar? Yes.
That's right.
How much?
I
was like, yeah, here's $5. Give me some candy bars. So I had chocolate, and that was it. Like, I need more sugar. And then we got there, and I'm talking, and then you disappeared, and the next thing I know, like 10 minutes later, you come back with a basket of French fries.
Oh, dude, I was like, I'm gonna die. Seriously, I'm gonna die right here. I haven't eaten nothing. I was like, so I went across the street. I saw taco bus.
Bus, yeah.
And I'm like, hey, just give me what you have.
I would have just passed out. Me personally, I would have just gone until I passed out.
Dude, I was like,
yeah.
and I am like, at that time, you don't eat like me, nothing like that. So I'm like, French fries it is.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, I ate them up. Have you ever been to the new St. Pete Pier? He has.
Yes, it's cool. I like it. I like it.
travel
I
talk.
haven't ate there, but I like it. It's pretty cool.
Is the summing, okay, hold on. Is the summing out because of time alignment or other issues? Supposedly the fix 82 and 86 correct factory time alignment before summing. If they can fix all pass filters, then yes, you're good there. Give it a shot. Try to sum them. When we tried, when we looked at them, when we combined the two to see what was going on, we had all kinds of issues between the mid-range and the tweeter. It just did weird things. But no, if the fix 86 will fix all that stuff, then yeah, give it a go. See what happens. I mean, the worst that can happen is it doesn't work.
Right.
And then you start over.
Yes, of course. Alright, where is it? Right here. Hi, I'm using a DSP. If you apply a 24 dB slope over the same frequency of the inline crossover of the 6 dB. Where is it?
Don't talk with me.
I'm sorry, I have okay. 6 dB slope that you can remove.
Does it equal 30 dB of slope? Wow, that's a great question. That'd be a Jeff Smith question. Honestly, I don't have an answer to that. I don't know why you couldn't bypass the crossover. That's kind of weird. I mean, even on a tweeter that has one attached to it, you can always solder onto the other side of it. Yeah, I mean, it also depends too, because okay, so your 6 dB slope is gonna be at a different frequency than your 30. If are they at the same frequency? Yeah.
It does this equal.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know how that's gonna stack. That'd be weird. I don't know. I'd have to ask. I've never tried to do that. We've always just not done it that way. Suggestions for a large non-floating stereo that will fit a 2013 Tundra. Thanks. There isn't any. I mean, 8 inches is as big as you get.
Yeah, 9 inch, like not floating.
Yeah, I don't know of any.
That would be the 9 inch. That's it.
Yeah, that's just no floating. Yeah.
That's it.
We're over 603s. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. In a 2020 Tundra, are the dash speakers powered off the radio head unit, a non-JBL, or the factory amp? They're powered off the radio. Oh, that is such a weird system in the 2020 Tundras. But yes, they're powered off the radio. So what happens is the speakers in the dash and the center channel are all powered off the radio, and the center channel is a derivative of the left and right. So it's not like an output for center. Like in a Ford, there's a dedicated output to go to the center channel. It's not. It's like positive here, negative here, center channel. Yay, left minus right, or left plus whatever. And then so it goes to the dash speakers, and then also at high levels into the amplifier underneath the seat. Okay, so it's a really screwy system, but that's how it works. And then the rear's just high level into the amplifier. It's nuts. Which is also connected to the speakers, so it like backfeeds into those, and oh my god, it's nuts. Because when you pull the factory amplifier out, your rear speaker wires are there because it's looped in, and then if you tone the speakers going up to the dash speakers come on, and then the door speakers come on. It's just yes, but they are powered off the factory radio. It's a neat little crazy system that I'd love taking out and throwing away.
And I agree with Jason. You know, the Alpine is just...
Yeah, the Alpine restyle radio for the Tundra. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Good call. I think we have one in stock still. But yeah, no, so Alpine made their restyle radios, which were the bigger 8-inch screen with a new dash bezel. That would work. I forgot about those because...
You have a lot of capability of... adding stuff. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, you know what time it is? It's
3
that
minutes.
time again. So, D&F Tool Drawer is a place you can go to find all your cool needs, all your cool tools, all the stuff we use in our videos, all the things. They're all here. So if you click on something like hand tools, you can come in and you can find all the cool hand tools. Keep your car safe. There you go. And moving on, Facebook, make sure you join the Clean Wire Club. Teespring is Teesprings.com/store/5-star car stereo is where you can go and find all the cool stuff, all your cool shirts, the Vote Fernando. Here it is right here. The election season's coming up. Make sure you get your Vote Fernando shirt soon, because making America base again. Right here. That's it. It's the one you want. Everyone should have one of those.
What's up, Chris?
Don't forget about Exelon. What do we got here? Dieter Fernando's car stereo clips. You want to go there because
next Friday.
This Friday.
Well, this Friday at 9.
Yeah.
9 a.m. Another talk.
High news. High level talk. Yeah. So exciting. Ground Zero. Thank you guys for supporting the show.
Yeah.
As always. That's all I got, man.
That's
it. It's Monday, which means that we got a whole long ass week to look forward to. Oh my gosh.
It doesn't like Mondays.
I hate Mondays. I hate Tuesdays. I almost tolerate Saturdays.
Yeah. No, the only day I like is Sunday.
Yeah, stacking passive and is a strange thing to do. There's no doubt about it. I don't. So if you just want to link to the t-shirt sites, if you watch any of these videos, if you go to any YouTube video that we have up, in the notes, description down below is a link right to the site. So you can you know, on Facebook it's a nightmare, but you can. Every video we put up has a link to all the stuff we talk about in the notes down below, so you can always just click on it there.
Dean's beautiful. Yes, I'm still waiting too, man.
What's a Pure 4?
The reference amplifier.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Ground Zero.
I don't even know what it's called.
Dude,
it's just a fantasy, you know. See? Even way to go, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. This has been the Monday Show. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at 5-Star Car Stereo, where we go daily. We do the 5 minutes of 5-Star, where we talk and answer more questions if you can't wait till the weekend.
Yeah. That's for another. That's for another one. That was your first car.
88. Yeah, 1980 Dodge Omni. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's Chris. Cools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 86.
He used to sit in front of me in class, or behind me. He used to sit.
Really?
He'd sit behind me in economics class and ask me car stereo questions to keep me awake. Nice. Needless to say, I wanted to kill him many days because I just wanted to sleep, but I needed to stay awake because I had economics, which you have to pass first period, second semester. Mm-hmm. So if I screwed up, I was done. I wouldn't graduate. So he kept me awake through first period so I could make it and pass that class. It was.
Did you pass it?
Yeah, of course it kept me awake the whole time.
That's cool.
Talking about car stereo stuff.
Well, you gotta say thank you.
I have many times.
No, yeah, my first car was always an 86 Cavalier. I didn't put nothing in there. But another day.
All right, it's been an hour. You guys have a great night as always. We'll see you later next time. Bye.